Good morning and welcome to the PIX11 Morning News. Off the top at 4 o'clock. First, the Miami Beach backwards jogger is finally cited by local authorities for his unique style of locomotion. That's right, he was cited, as in given a citation by the cops. Then, George Zimmerman's mom...
Drain. It's a woman who's been suffering from drain. Much better, so it looks like it's actually working out for her. Onto Facebook right now. I know it's a place where a lot of people share pictures of their pets, their kids, their family members having a good time. Well, now there's a new app. There's a new thing on there that you can do. It's called Much Better Traffic Obstruction. But I think there's a lot more to do in Miami than bother this poor guy.
Yeah, well, you would know.
I was there.
What is this, the third time this week we've heard about these guys running backwards?
New trend.
Here's what you need to know about this one. Now, listen. God bless this man. Truly. And right now at 4:30, for any reason. I don't care if you're the cop, TSA, or the man in the moon. Look, there are sometimes the situations exist that would normally be considered intimacy or out of bounds, and they're quite acceptable. For example, just working at a doctor's office is quite normal. At least that's what my dentist says. And I'm used to certain forms of greeting colleagues. I've got one pal here who insists upon grabbing coworkers and yelling, "Come in, Berlin." Okay, so look, that's kind of weird. But no federalized skycap under any strange definition has the authority to inappropriately touch anyone. The time right now is 4:54.
Disturbing on so many levels. All right, alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect citywide. Here's a live picture of the Gowanus for what's new on Tastemakers this weekend. That was a nice robot.
You like that, right? I know. I got the moves, Craig. I'm telling you. All right, this was a special treat for me. My guest for tomorrow night is former Giant Leonard Marshall, and he takes me to Babalu in the Bronx for some traditional Latin dishes, and I was in heaven.
Can't touch this. My music hits so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you. Can't touch this. My music hits so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you.
Good morning and welcome to the PIX11 Morning News. Off the top at 5 o'clock. Straight ahead, but at 5 o'clock, it's time for our headline news stories with Lisa. Straight ahead.
Metal detectors are being replaced by body scanners. Now, there is concern that if the bill passes, the federal government could ground all flights in and out of Texas. So no touching the junk, Lionel.
You like cream cheese? Anyway, it's an inside joke. Here's what you need to know. Let me make this very clear. Much to the dismay of one of my colleagues here, you just can't walk up to someone and grab their privates or their junk, as the kids call it, for any reason. I don't care if you're the cop, TSA, or the man in the moon. You can't touch it. Look, there are sometimes when situations exist that would normally be considered intimacy or out of bounds, and they're quite acceptable. For example, disrobing at a doctor's office is quite normal. At least that's what my dentist says. And I'm used to certain forms of greeting colleagues. I've got one pal here who insists upon grabbing coworkers and yelling, "Come in, Berlin." Okay, so look, that's weird. I understand it. But no federalized skycap can, under any situation, touch you, especially intimately touch you, without your hey. The time is to stop, young lady. No means on 5:50.